Yo, hello. What's up, YouTube? Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. As you may know, this is the second video on the channel, so I appreciate you for rocking with your boy. Let's go ahead and get into it. So today's topic is going to be if you were in an SHTF situation and you had the option between choosing a Glock 19 or a Glock 23. Which one would you choose? I know I have a preference. And I actually called a couple experts and asked them, and they gave me permission to share, so let's take a look at what they had to say.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Great, and you?
Doing pretty well, pretty well. I come in there quite often. You may know me as the guy who I ask for stickers sometimes for my gun safe. But,
I got enough knowledge to be dangerous. Give it a shot.
oh yeah, cool. So just in an all SHTF scenario, if you had an option between a Glock 23 or a Glock 19, which would you prefer?
Oh, I'd take the Glock 19.
19? Cool.
And that's Glock's #1 seller out of the whole mix.
Yeah.
And probably the easiest, fastest one to sell if you don't like it.
Gotcha. Cool. Most definitely. So the fan favorite. All right. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, so thank you, sir. Oh, boy.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Doing good.
That's good. I had a question that I get asked a lot on my channel, and I was hoping I could get an expert opinion on.
Okay.
In a in a SHTF type situation, if you had to choose between a Glock 19 or a Glock 23, which one would you prefer?
Which one would I prefer? A Glock 19.
Most definitely. Cool. This is the fan favorite. This is what I always hear. The fan favorite. Cool. Thank you so much. Do you mind if I use your feedback on the channel of mine?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you so much, buddy.
All right, man.
All right.
Main Street Guns and Rings.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty good. I really just wanted to see if I could get your expert opinion on something. I got a channel and I get this question asked a lot, so I figure who better to ask than an expert. But, cool. So if you were in a, let's say a SHTF scenario and you were given an option between a Glock 19 and a Glock 23, what would be your preference?
I carry a Glock 22, so you already know I gotta go that route.
Most definitely. My man. Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm a Glock 23 man myself. My wife has a 19, so we get asked the question a lot, so I figured I give it to an expert. But I appreciate it, my man. So we got one for the 23 team. Do you mind if I put your feedback on my channel?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, buddy.
No problem.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Finally got a Glock 23, man. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so 2 out of 3. 19 and a Glock 23. And actually, just so you guys know, I called someone before this, got their feedback as well, but the recording didn't come out well. He actually said he would prefer neither. He said if he had a choice, he would prefer the 43X. And the 43X is pretty cool, but it's also 9mm caliber. It's just similar to both the 19 and the 17, if I'm not mistaken. So it would have pretty much been similar to the 19. So it seems that the 19 is a fan favorite, but finally got one for the 23. So let's do it.
Woo!
All right, so before we start, let me thank you again. Thank you so much for watching. Even if you don't like, share, subscribe, I would like for you to. I would like for you to comment, like for you to all that. If you don't like it, comment, let me know too. But please make sure that you. Oh, you see my Glock hat? Got to do it again. Be right back. All right, I decided to keep him, but he's back, so we're gonna keep that in the scene and keep it moving. Anyway, though, like I was saying, please keep in mind that these are all opinions. You know, even though I consider these guys to be experts, they sell firearms and they pretty much help people train all day long in the ranges. I've went to these ranges frequently. I didn't just call or pick a few range people that I didn't know. These are all ranges that I've went throughout the years and the areas that I've lived in, and I consider these guys to be experts. And even though they have an opinion, I also have an opinion, and I consider myself to be an expert in the prepping community. So we're going to get into both. Each gun has pros, each gun has cons. For the people who may not know, the Glock 19 is actually just a 9mm caliber. The Glock 23 is just a 40 Smith & Wesson caliber. They're both the same in size, pretty much weight. It's just that caliber difference. They both are great, fantastic guns. So if you have either, this shout out to you. However, we're going to get into my particular answer for the question. And again, the question was, in a SHTF situation, if you had the option to pick between a Glock 19 or a Glock 23, which would be your preference? To me personally, the Glock 23 would be my preference as well. Because like I said, Glock is a very known gun, and they are plentiful when it comes to aftermarket products that you could use to, you know, help you out. So, you know, even though the Glock 19 is a 9mm and it is Hollywood's favorite, if you look it up on Google and check it out, you'll see that the Glock 19 is in a lot of the movies that you may have seen Glock featured in, a lot of the TV shows as well that you may have seen Glock featured in. So, you know, that is a Hollywood favorite. That seems to be a fan favorite. However, when it comes to actually survival, you know, you may want to have other options, and if you can only afford one pistol or one gun, should I say, you might want to make sure that you can diversify the caliber options that you have to fit your budget. And so this is really why I want to do this channel, is because I want to help you guys not make or fall into I would say not make mistakes or fall into some of the hype, because a lot of times when you just kind of go in without the actual reference to what you're looking to utilize your firearm or survival tools for, then you're pretty much just being led on the bandwagon, and you're doing something because it sounds cool, but it may not necessarily fit your need. So this is just what I want to kind of help you guys and open up to understanding, or just looking at from a different perspective on. And with the Glock 19 being a 9mm caliber, you can see in times like this, it's very, very hard to find 9mm ammo. We're going through a current pandemic right now. There was just civil unrest a few months ago. And so we're also in the middle of the election being tied up and finished. So there's just a lot of confusion, a lot of moving parts, and people are scared. To be quite frankly honest, people want to protect their family. So the ammo is flying off the shelves, and it wouldn't be fair to just say that 9mm is uncommon. I mean, is a common round that you can't find on the ammo, because actually you can't probably find 40 Smith & Wesson anywhere as well. But if you've already stocked up on this, you're good too. It's just that in the SHTF situation, you may be doing battlefield pickup or anything of that nature. And if you have a 9mm, then you can only get 9mm. So if you have a Glock 19, you can only shoot 9mm or pick up 9mm, and it will be useful to you. If you had a Glock 23, it's a 40 Smith & Wesson chamber caliber. You would be able to diversify that barrel. So with those aftermarket parts, you could actually purchase a conversion barrel that will allow your 40 caliber to shoot 9mm. Or with it being a 40 Smith & Wesson, you could actually get a conversion barrel that will allow you to shoot 357 SIG. And what a lot of people don't know is there's a round that is a little less common as a 9 and 40, and it's called the 357 SIG. And you know that you may still be able to find on some shelves, and you may be able to still stock up on it during times of pandemic. That's maybe not necessarily a battlefield pickup that you could most definitely use. But hey, if you only have money to purchase one firearm, and you're seriously about thinking that would be the firearm that you would use if you prefer a handgun, that is, to get you through a SHTF situation, then, you know, if you were leaning into Glocks, I would say go with the 40 caliber. That will most definitely fit your budget, because not only are you able to use that as 40, but you could also, like I say, use that as 9mm. You could also use that as 357 SIG, which you may be able to still fire ammo on. And with all Glocks, I think they have those 22 conversion caliber chambers, so you would be able to actually convert that into a 22 long rifle if needed. And so, I mean, Glock is just a reliable gun in general. That's why I chose this topic. It's one of my favorite handguns. That's why I actually chose this question to be asked. And I could go into a lot more detail, but I just want to kind of keep it short. There's already a whole lot of info on both the Glock 19 and the Glock 23 on YouTube from other channels. So if you guys want to look into either of those, I consider you study up on it before making any purchases. But just my preference in an SHTF situation, I would go with the 23, because if I can only afford one firearm and that's the firearm I could afford, maybe I could be able to get my hands on a conversion barrel or two, and I would be able to diversify. So that way, you know, if ever you are in a situation where you have a battlefield pickup, you'll be able to have multiple options to choose from in just that single firearm. So, you know, look into that. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more. I'll be able to give you guys with more prepping topics and things that we can consider. Thank you guys so much. Like, share, and subscribe, and tune in.